So what is going on, guys? Danny here, bringing you episode 4 of Road to Inform Robben. And in the top corner for this episode, as you can see, we've got 122k to spend. So I'll go ahead straight away and spend that. And you might be able to notice I did have like 5.2k left, but I really just didn't want to spend that because I did look for a bit and there wasn't any deals on the market, and I'm not just going to spend it for the sake of it. So I just left it there. So we're starting with the players that I bought now, and as you can see, starting off with an 87 Nani, that's upgraded version. Not in the best formation, but nevertheless, bought for just under 40k, and end up listing him for 48 by now, I think. You have to forgive me if I get some of these wrong, guys, because it was done quite a while ago. Yeah, 48k I end up listing him for. So we're now moving on to a Steven Gerrard. He's brought in 4-4-1-1, which is, you know, a decent formation. Any fullback formation is pretty decent. Also in centre forward version, so, you know, may get a bit less than I would if he was in Cam or CM. But anyway, I bought him for 61k and end up listing him for 71, 72, yeah, 72 by now. So moving on to this Nasri, 3-4-3, again, not the best formation. Bought in Cam as well, so, you know, I'd obviously get more if he was in CM. But bought for 12k and I end up listing him for 14, 15, 16, 16, 17. Sorry guys, 17k by now. And then finally moving on to this Mignolet. And to be honest, guys, I mean, look at his stats, and just unbelievable for a silver keeper. But anyway, bought for 4,900 and then listed for 4,800. So screens are going to just switch now, guys, and you'll be able to notice that I've sold everyone. Just going to switch now. And also, like every episode, I went off and bought more, so that's why my coins are not like high. So we're starting off with this Nani, sold him for 48, and he's actually been resold for 37k, which is absolute terrible trading by whoever bought that. Then we're moving on to the Steven Gerrard in 4-4-1-1. He was sold for, I missed that then on my Vegas, sold for 72k, so again, pretty decent formation. So is the Nasri, sold for 14k. And then finally the Mignolet, who sold like pretty instantly, to be honest. I think I should have listed him for more. Yeah, as you can see, he was sold for 8k, sold on. So, bit of bad trading for me, but nevertheless, moving on. So, firstly, I'll pick up this Toure, centre mid, 4-4-2. Probably the best position, and also probably one of the best formations. Picked him up for 10k. And ended up listing him for, so 14, I think. 13,500, and I also list these ones 12 hours as this was around the night time. So I went out and bought another Steven Gerrard in centre mid this time, but the formation is not the best. This one I picked up for 45k, and I end up listing him for I think it's about 50, 51 maybe. 50, whoa. Okay, maybe not. Whoa. 62,500 then, okay. Really didn't see that coming, but this was done like over 2 weeks ago, so I completely forgot. So we're moving on to this Cleverly, 5-3-2, centre mid, bought for 2,100 and end up listing him for 4,500 by now. Which, you know, I think I end up selling him instantly as well, guys, so chuffed with that. Moving on to this Cavani, 4-4-1-1, pretty decent formation, bought for 4,100 and then I just end up listing him for 5,600. Moving on to this Cameron Jerome, 4-5-1, pretty decent formation. Picked him up just over 40k, and then end up listing him for 51, I think. 52, 53, 53 and a half, actually. Then we're moving on to this Inform Silva, who was actually a pain to sell, guys. I do actually regret making this buy. I made decent profit on him, but I had to list him like over 5 times because he just won't go. But anyway, as you can see, I bought it for 16k, sold him for 24 the first time. He didn't go for that, he went for like less than that actually, I think it was about 20. But anyway, moving on to this Oxlade-Chamberlain. He was bought for 12k, in a decent formation, also right mid version. I'd get a bit less if he was in like right wing and in a winger formation, but bought for 12k, and then sold, listed for 16,750. So the screen's just going to switch over now, guys, and you'll be able to see all these selling, as you'll see in a moment. And you might be able to remember at the start of the episode I had 122k, and now I've got 158k, so, you know, some decent profit for this episode again. So we're going into the trade pile now, and as you can see, the Toure sold for 13,500. He's not been sold on yet. Moving on to the Gerrard, he was sold for 59,500, so I had to bring his price down a bit. He's not been sold yet. Then to the Cleverley, sold for 4,500. The Cavani sold for 5,600. The Cameron Jerome sold for 47,500. He's been sold on for 47, so the kid who bought him made a bit of a loss. Then we're moving on to the Informed Silva. He was bought for 18k, so as you can see, I had to bring his price down a bit. And then the Oxlade-Chamberlain sold for 16,750. So it's coming up to the end of the video now, guys. You'll see the screen in a minute. Total amount of trades was 11. The amount I had before I started buying was 122,600. The amount I had after I sold everything was 158k 800. So that means the total profit for this episode was 32,600. This is the end of the video now, guys. Please leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed. Also subscribe, because our channel's doing really well. We're gaining subs quickly. Me and Ash, I'm chuffed to bits at it, because we never expected to get this far this early. So yeah, if you want to subscribe, it helps us out a lot. And I'll just see you next time then, guys.